Good afternoon, saints. Good afternoon. We're going to continue where we left off in Exodus chapter 22. Exodus chapter 22. So I'm trying to find a way to kind of speed these up so it'll be, I can get these out a little bit faster, the Old Testament, along with the New Testament, and the advanced studies on the weekend. So, because all these people tuning in, it's a lot of work for me. I don't think that it ain't. It's a lot of work, but it's much needed work, and it's good work for the Lord. So I can't complain, but it keeps me very busy. I tell you that, very busy, and getting this word out in these last days. But I could be doing a whole lot of other things except what I'm doing now. But I'm grateful and blessed that I'm able to do this in these last days. Exodus chapter 22. This covers the laws about theft. Yeah. It says, if a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. Oh, I think I did this one already. I think I did. I think I did, but I don't know. But we're gonna read it again. I think I did it. I gotta look at the last video. So if I did go over this one, then bear with me. I'm so busy. All right. So yes, if a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen. 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep. If a thief be found breaking up, and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. So he's saying, if a thief is found breaking up, if a thief is found breaking in, basically, you find a thief trying to steal your stuff, break into your house or whatnot, and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. So if you defending your property, and this, it's kind of like, a thief break into your, trespassing your property and steal your property, then, and you find him, and you smit him, you kill him, self-defense, there shouldn't be no blood required for his blood. There shouldn't be no blood shed for him. But it says, if the sun be risen upon him, this means during the night. Now, this is during the day. If the sun should be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him. So if it's in broad daylight, there shall be blood shed for him, for he shall make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. So if you catch him in broad daylight trying to steal your stuff, then he should pay for what he, tried to steal from you. He should make restitution for the stuff that he stolen. But if he ain't got no money or nothing to, pay the restitution with, then he shall be sold for his death. It says, if the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. So if you find it on him, you find whatever you stolen, whether it be In this case, back in the day, they were stealing oxes and asses and sheep and stuff. Then he shall restore double. So he restored double that what he stole. If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, or the beast, or the best of his own field. It says if he feeds in another man's field, or the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. So because you got your livestock and you go in there eating another man's crops, and then you should offer that man the best of your crops, the best of your field, to make restitution for that. It says if fire break out and catching thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. Okay. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. So you giving somebody something, like, you buy somebody a TV or a book, or whatever, and then somebody come and steal it from the man, and the man be found, the police catch up to him and find him with it, then that man should pay double. Let him pay double, because he stole from you who gave it to the man and from the man. It says if the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for an ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, meaning clothing, or for any matter of lost thing, which another challengeth to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. So this is where we get, some of the laws of the criminal justice system, the way it used to be, not like it is now. It says, if a man deliver unto his neighbor an ox or an ass or a sheep or any beast to keep, and it die or be hurt or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of the Lord be between them both, that he have not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. If a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with, he shall surely make it good. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be an hired thing, it came for his hire. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Thou shalt not suffer a witch. You find a witch, back in the day, she had to die. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Whosoever lieth with the beast shall surely be put to death. So that goes into bestiality, lying with beasts. Yeah, there's still people doing that today. I see it on the news all the time. People lying with animals and dogs and cats and I mean really. Says he that sacrificeth unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed. So he's sacrificing unto Moloch and sacrificing unto Baal and all these other pagan gods. Now, hey, he should be utterly destroyed, says the Lord. Unless you sacrifice to the Lord only. But the Lord no longer requires sacrifices. This is the Old Testament. Jesus the Christ was the ultimate sacrifice. So there shouldn't be no more sacrificing going on. So, but you can't tell them that in Israel, because they still waiting on the Messiah. He done came and went and ready to come back already. It says, thou shalt neither vex a stranger, nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If thou afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. So don't be beating up on fatherless children or on widows. And if thou afflict them, oh yeah, I read it. It says, and my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword. And your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. So keep your hands off the children. All these police and student police run around in these schools, putting your hand on people's children, and beating them down, and knocking them all out in the classroom, and choking them to death, and all this going on. Keep putting your hands on them. The Lord said He's gonna kill you with the sword. Okay? He's gonna kill you with the sword. It says your wives shall be widows, and your children be fatherless then. So that's a warning to you. Stop putting your hands on other people's children. It said the Lord's wrath shall wax hot upon you. Okay? Y'all doing too much with all that going on. Put your hands on my children, we're gonna have a problem. It says, if thou lend money to any of my people that is poor by thee, thou shalt not be to him as an ussurer. Okay? You lend money to the poor, then you shouldn't be unto him as an ussurer, charging him interest. Yeah, you pay me back with interest. Neither shalt thou lay upon him usury, nor shall you charge him, lay upon him interest. It says, if thou at all take thy neighbor's raiment to pledge, thou shalt deliver it unto him by the sun goeth down. It says, for that is his covering only. It is his raiment for his skin, wherein shall he sleep. And it shall come to pass when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Thou shalt not revel the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of the ripe fruits, or of the liquors, the firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. So you shouldn't delay, the first of thy ripe fruits, your 10%. The Lord wants his 10%. If you ain't got no fruits and liquors, and you got firstborns of your sons, then you should delay, fathers, teaching your sons the ways of the Lord. You got to get them while they're young, because when they get old, they ain't gonna want to learn the ways of the Lord. So while they're young, you should teach your sons the ways of the Lord, so that you give your firstborn unto them, unto the Lord. Okay? He requires their firstborn. of your sons to be going after the ways of the Lord, not after the ways of the streets and after the gangs and all this other foolishness y'all raise y'all sons with. Lusting after the flesh at too. Says, likewise shalt thou with thine oxen and with thy sheep 7 days it shall be with his dam. And on the 8th day thou shalt give it to me. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs. So you find a deer that been mauled and ran over, or armadillos and all that stuff ran over by the street, or clawed by the by the bears and the wild boars and all that stuff. You shouldn't take it home and fry it up and eat it. Cast to the dogs. Be holy. Exodus chapter 23. It says, thou shalt not raise a false report. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Talking about slander and false witness. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Okay? Don't make false accusations or, false witness on somebody, And the wicked say, yeah, I seen him do it, yeah, and then here you come with your 2 cents. Yeah, I always knew he was trouble. Yeah, I believe he did it too. Says, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Okay, when they out there rioting and looting and burning up businesses, don't mean you go out there and riot with the Black Lives Matter and all them too. Stay your butt at the house. Don't follow the multitude to do evil. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment. Don't cause people to cast judgment upon that which they don't know nothing about. It says, neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. You see your enemy's children running around there in the street. You may not like the man, but hey, you go get his children or his dog out the street and you bring it back to him. It says, if thou see the ass of him that hateth thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help. Thou shalt surely help with him. Thou shalt not rest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not. For I will not justify the wicked. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. So, we're taking all these gifts. These gifts pervert, blindeth the wise, and perverted the words of the righteous. Everybody want to give Christmas gifts and all this mess. And then ain't nobody ever satisfied with the gifts. All these wedding gifts and all these gifts. Just gifts all year long. Everybody gonna give gifts. But nobody's satisfied with the gifts. No, that's okay. You just give me a gift card. That's fine. No. I was giving the gifts. If you don't want it, say, here, have it. But don't say it is a gift. It says also thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. And 6 years thou shalt sow the land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest, and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat, and what they leave, the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. 6 days shalt thou do thy work. Okay. And on the 7th day thou shalt rest, that thine ox and thy ass may rest, and the son of thy handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. Ain't no mention of these other deities, you know, because they know who they speak of. So, like I was saying, the name, you know, them temples and all that stuff, we're not supposed to be saying their name, because we don't want to give what? We don't give reverence to these deities, to their deities, the wicked deities. So, I said it once, I ain't gonna keep saying it. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these temples and to these deities. Okay. It says, 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year. Thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee, in the time appointed of the month of Abib. For in it thou camest out from Egypt, and none shall appear before me empty. And the feast of the harvest, the first fruits of thy labors, which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering, which is in the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. Okay. 3 times in the year all thy males shall appear before the Lord God. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread. Neither shall the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning. Okay. The first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring into the house of the Lord thy God. And thou shalt not seethe the kid in his mother's milk. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thy adversaries. For my angels shall go before thee, and bring thee unto the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them, and quiet break down their images. So he's telling us we shouldn't bow down to their gods. We should utterly destroy it. Utterly destroy their images. It says, ye shall serve the Lord your God, and ye shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. And I tell my children, make sure y'all pray over everything. Pray over your food and your drink. Especially these days, people are all trying to put something in your food and water. It says, there shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before thee, and I will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come, and I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before thee. I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased, and inherit the land. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. And they shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, I will surely be a snare unto thee. London, Europe, America, take note. Sitting here playing with these other deities, you're about to cause the Lord anger against you. Says Exodus chapter 24, and he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and the 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come up high. They shall not come high, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people of all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice, and said, all the words which the Lord hath said we will do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and built an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars, according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings, and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant, and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Lord has said we will do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. And then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. And they saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet, as it were a paved work of sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in his clearness. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not in his hand. Also they saw God, and did eat and drink. Okay. It says, upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw God, and did eat and drink. And the Lord said unto Moses, come up to me in the mountain, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and law, and commandments, which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua. And Moses went up into the mount of God. And he said unto the elders, tarry ye here for us, until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have matters to do, let him come unto them. And Moses went up into the mountain, and the cloud covered the mountain. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai. And the cloud covered it 6 days. And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And in the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud, and he got him up into the mountain. And Moses was in the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. God bless thee.